I have no way to tell if this is working. Patty, look, you're on TV. You're on TV. Drinking Ham's beer. Good. It's good. Hey, what fighting? So what I'm trying to figure out today is I've got the motor going on up here and power sent each direction, as you can see it down here. And it's also got steering in the front from little U joints inside there. So I think I might deal with this a little bit. Not for sure. Well, hello to everyone. I just checked on my phone. Apparently, 23 people. I've never gone live before. If you guys have seen my channel, all I do is build with Connects. So, and I've got my Russian blue cat. Her name's Fatty. Go that way. So, to you that are watching, I apologize. I see like on some of these live videos, people could see like a chat type thing, um, like on the screen, and I don't see that. So I don't know if I'm punching in something wrong or if I just don't have that ability. But anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna start building stuff here in a short while. I'm just trying to get my cat out of the way. Over here. Come on. You keep getting in the way. You keep getting in. I have no more treats for you. So I got some new tires off like a new bright RC car today at the thrift store. I already drilled them out and put in the little silver spacers to make them adaptable for connects. So now they go on there and they spin pretty good. Maybe have to drill them out a little bit more, but they break in pretty quickly. So I'm looking at maybe building a basher kind of around these or another type of basher. I don't know yet. Can it help, Patty? Oh, what? Hey, nice. So I got some new tire. Oh, hang on. Okay, I think I'm seeing like the chat thing at the bottom. I didn't see that before because my phone was kind of like my phone holder was blocking it. So my cat here, she's I think 13, maybe 14. She's a Russian blue, and she gets really easily overstimulated. So she'll be lovey 1 second, but the moment I'm like grabbing for parts, she'll just start going like ape shit. It's kind of funny. The cat's a little weird, but she's nice. Well, since I can't see my phone screen uh, while I'm sitting here just building away, I have it on a TV in my room. But I can't see like the whole chat thing like I thought I could. I don't know that was public or not, but anyways, for the five of you that are watching, I appreciate it. All I do is build with connects, and right now I'm just trying to figure out a smaller, better like RC basher. I build a lot of remote control stuff. So yeah, I don't know if you like cats and like RC car type stuff. Well, this is for you. Daddy's little movie star. Wow, it's severely delayed. Look at that.
Wait, that might have bumped a little, but barely.
Okay, let's see where it's going to land now. Oh, yeah. I forgot I could see it real time right there. Okay. Yeah, at one point, 23 people were watching for a short, very short bit. What I'm doing here is I'm starting to make, finally, now that I have that red rod, where it is, I just had it yesterday. Finally going to try to get the huge monster truck up and rolling. So I know the front suspension was all good, but I have a big threaded rod that's 1/4 inch thick. It'll take place of the next axis. So I'm building a new gearbox to hold that steel shaft. I'm using the white connectors because that threaded rod's going to cut them up pretty good. I should use smooth shaft. Tap and die, but I didn't. But I won't. You know what? Very long threaded rod. Boys, I think the later was. I've already explained to the audience that Fatty's a little. That's Fatty just keeps wanting to be a little star.
Is it currently any of your builds?
No, never used it yet. It's a steel shaft about that long. Oh, with like 6 nuts on it.
I can't recall seeing that during any of my things.
Oh, I had it. Yay.
Not being looking at the see it.
It is so delayed. It's crazy. I'm gonna go grab one of the tires off the back of the monster truck and a beverage. No. We let that go in right now. That should just cause havoc.
Oh, that's why I decided to just leave her out.
Right, I got my purse.
I timed it 55 seconds away. And the only reason you're hearing yourself talk in the background is because it's an infinite loop of it hearing itself on the TV.
Oh wow. Okay.
But yeah, I timed it 55 seconds. I started timing once you said, oh, and a drink too, or beer, or whatever you said.
What took me so long is I picked this up upstairs and dropped it, so I had to collect its pieces.
Treat. I was like, content. Here we go. I think I was in your video. One more. Coming at you. Content.
Well, guys, this is the monster truck you guys may have seen in one of my previous videos. I've kind of abandoned the project for the past like month and a half, maybe a month. I'm not quite sure. So my solution, the rods holding these tires on just always kept twisting. So what I'm going to do is use this threaded shaft here. This is just quarter 20 all thread. And it's not going to be the best way to do it, but I'm essentially going to use these thin nuts to pinch the wheels to lock them onto the shaft and put a gear somewhere wherever it needs to be. Use the two nuts to pinch the gear on, and inversely the other side with the tire. That should, oop, I almost dropped it on the cat. That should help with all the axle twisting and bending. I really shouldn't use all thread because it's all, finned and ridged from all the threads. It's going to cut its way through the connectors pretty quickly. But this will be a good experiment. If this works, then I'll go ahead and just machine something out of quarter-inch cold roll, um, steel rod. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, I just need to clear this thing off the bed and start building my full axle unit. I've taken a lot of pieces off this thing, so it's quite a bit more.
Oh, yeah, turn up the volume on the TV so we have a bunch of feedback.
Oh, perfect. And the chat thingy still at someone's comment from like 10 minutes ago. But that's okay. Don't play your games. I just wanted to make sure that that shows me where this is. So if this gets bumped, I'd like to turn that back on to see where it is. Because so if you want to play your game, as long as that doesn't get moved, I'm all good.
I'll probably play my game later, one, just so you don't have good feedback. With my game playing in the background, because, my game, it has random shooting sounds.
That's fun stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably just end up that. Reading my book. Yeah, Sylvia Guerrero. Hello. I'm new. Sawyer City. Hi. I think you should say hi to your cat people. Sawyer City also says, hey, rodsoverbricks. So they said hi twice.
Oh, cool.
Sawyer City.
Sawyer Tenney, I just saw your chat box, Majiggy. Well, hello back to you. I apologize 'cause I don't have the ability to see the back of my phone, just kind of how it's set up. But I appreciate you tuning in.
And Sylvia Guerrero.
And also a shout out to Sylvia Guerrero, however that's pronounced. I apologize. I live in a very small rural area, so I hope I did that okay. Yeah, that's cool. You can see it from your side. Oh, you're also a Connects builder, Sawyer? Oh, what's your most favorite thing to build? I mean, are you more of like a vehicle guy, a Connects gun guy, stuff like that?
I'm gonna plug in probably for 26, but you can use it for home. I'm not using my phone.
Oh, I see the if I stand up and look back here, how do you do this? Well, I mean that's a good question. A lot of it is just research and development because like in the late '90s, I got my first kit, which was the Overdrive monster truck, which ironically, here's a tire of a Connects build I'm doing right now. You can see how gigantic it is. From there, I just started getting like a big collection of them and just started just building whatever the heck I could. I learned how to solder, and with that, that allowed me to build like certain electronics to go with it. Like, let me show you here real quick. Now it's kind of broken at the moment, but I got a 25 kilogram servo inside there, and what's supposed to be all in here is a ESC, which controls like how fast your motor goes, and a receiver. The receiver tells the servo what to do, the ESC, and from here I built like a small basher. It's got suspension on all four corners. Well, three corners. One side kind of broke the other day, but I just started freehanding it, and after several years and learning how to like weld and solder and paint and use acetone for dyeing, you can just build anything you want. Not saying that my builds are that great, but I've gone 50.7 miles an hour recently with a speed run build, and just hoping to carry on and keep making things better and better because you never stop learning. You just start one day and no one knows the most, no one knows the least. You just keep on going. So I guess if if that answers it, kind of in a long-winded answer, but I hope that helps. I kind of gave a long-winded answer, but he says Sawyer said it was a good answer, so I can dig it.
Love it.
I'm not very all that well spoken, but
This is fun. First live.
yeah,
Insert a cheesy yeah sound effect.
that would be. I would love to know how to do that.
I'll get you a soundboard.
Sawyer likes to build. He's a Connects guns and a Connects engine guy.
Ooh.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I've never done much of that. If you have any kind of content for it, feel free to like leave it in the chat box. I would love to check it out. Very few people do it. The few that do maybe don't do the best of jobs, but those select individuals like I'm feeling like you are probably build a pretty darn good one. What's going on, Connects kid? How is everyone doing? I haven't asked that. You beat me to the punch. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great day and a great time of day wherever you are. So to give you guys a reference of how big the monster truck is that I'm building, uh, well, here's the yellow gear right next to the tire. It's gigantic. I'm hoping to have it running and driving maybe tomorrow. I've been having issues with the back axle, just twisting rods and braking, so a steel rod running through the middle might be of certain help. Oh yeah, yeah. The kitty is in live. Her name's Fatty. It started out as Cleopatra. Uh, then it was, you know, then it just devolved into Fatty
Yeah.
after a course of 13 or so years of ownership. Great cat, Russian blue. I highly suggest that cat. And thanks, Sawyer. That means a whole bunch to me, man. I try to make stuff that people like, and really hoping to get better with like the videography, bigger and better builds, which is what brings me back to that gigantic monster truck I posted some videos of a while back. Fatty's following you.
I don't have any more treats. Girl. I'm just gonna read my book.
So yeah, to Connects Kit 924, I'd be happy to make more guns in the near future. You know, it's I've been just so absorbed with trying to make a basher and trying to perfect it. I've been just kind of delaying and kind of ignoring the other stuff I used to build. But definitely something I'd like to do. If you have any kind of recommendations on what type of gun you'd like to see, I would definitely be happy to jot that down because whatever you as the viewers want to see is something I want to build. You get me? So I got to keep it interesting. I got to keep it fun and something that really truly entertains you guys. Or if you guys want to see how it gets done, I am super happy to oblige. And so with this project here, since the gears will not physically be attached to the rod from spinning, aside from the clamping force of these little nuts, I'm going to go ahead and use the yellow gears. I've got a whole bunch of them, and I know it's going to kind of ruin the ends of them. This is just kind of an experimental phase until I can figure out if either A, send cut send can make me some steel axles with the actual X shape that next comes in, or if this is just going to be a state of being. Ooh, an M1 Garand, an excellent gun that got us through the war. I've never shot one of those, a real one. Always wanted to. I haven't done much with the functioning clips. I've never really experienced much of that. I think what is it, Blue Mullet? He's the guy that also does the connects guns. He's like the big time connects gun guy. He does a lot of that removable clip stuff, and it just works out so well. He does a great job. Ooh, or AK-47 or P90. Wasn't a P90 what James Bond used? Or am I getting that confused? Oh, okay, the PPK was Bond. Okay. Yeah. I love guns a whole bunch, real, fake, and everything in between. I just honestly don't know much about them. I'm not a hunter, uh, or a real collector at all. It's just I like to shoot at cans once in a while. So my knowledge is pretty limited. I love them all though. It's kind of like loud exhaust, on a car or motorcycle or anything. If it's loud, it's got to be good, right? Do you guys know what a Mosin Nagant is, by any chance? Here, show and tell. Well, a Mosin Nagant, I don't know much about them. I believe it's a Russian gun, and I think it takes like what is it, 7.62 by 64 or something. Apparently, one of like the most smooth like guns you could ever shoot, and it's a long distance. Bolt action. I think they were all bolt action, if I remember correctly. But one heck of a gun. And yeah, you know what? I didn't even think about it. I guess it is a sniper rifle, isn't it? Because that was built like one of the longest shots ever was out of a Mosin at like what 9/10 of a mile or something during the Cold War. Like how crazy is that? So you guys can kind of see the method to the madness here. I'm going to start my gear reduction here and go out. I got a 550 motor to go in it. But just the main axle shaft just kept having so many problems. I had to figure out something else. And I hate to use like Home Depot threaded rod, but it worked. That thing must have been powerful as heck to spring that out. Did anything else break, or did it just become detached? And that's what you're fighting right now? down there. There we go. Are you using rubber bands or springs on that kind of thing? You know, when I get done with the live here, I'm gonna check out. I gotta check out your channel. I gotta see what you got going on. Sounds like you've got me beat. Oh man, you got that thing sprung tight. My actual name's Sky. You know, it's I don't know, maybe like a hippie parent type thing, but got a got a girl's name, but you know, whatever. I make do with it. What's the channel it's on? I want to check that out here. Yeah, 14 seconds. Have you noticed any benefit from having like two channels? Because I thought about that before. You know, like there's a lot of channels like EWU webcam or body cam. They have several different things. Have you noticed like it reaches a better market when you have more than one channel? I'm definitely new to YouTube. I mean, I used to be like part of the OG YouTube like 12 years ago, 15 years ago, but it seems to be so different now. I just had a brain fart. I'm trying to put a clip on, trying to make the tire move further away from the end of the axle system, and yeah, I realized you can't do that with these. No, these are just like off like a new bright, huge monster truck. What I've got going on, it's kind of in shambles right now, but here's the monster truck that I'm building. And it did have like four link suspension and coil springs, but I've taken a lot of pieces off of it. But a servo fits in the front axle to make it steer, and I've got all the motor stuff in the back axle to make it go. But I just kept running into issues, so I just kind of ignored the project for a while, and now I'm just kind of starting back up on it. Thanks, Connects kid. You know, it looked a lot better when it was not like taken apart. But I appreciate that. I'm hoping to build it just like absolutely massive. I mean, as you could tell, it's like I don't know, maybe 35 inches long. The tires, they're like I think 8 inches, 8.5 inches tall. To give that perspective, here's the Connects large tire, and I think these are like 3.5 inches. So it's pretty freaking huge. Unfortunately, I had to unthread this whole thing to get this axle out and just put a few more spacers in back here. Apparently, I did not do it right on the first try, so that kind of sucks. So here we go. Let's taking it all apart again. At least now I know how far to space it all off. And yeah, Sawyer's got it perfectly right. I mean, it is a little steel rod, but it's all running through this, through the factory connects pieces. I don't think it's going to last long, but this is more of a proof of concept for now. And I've been live streaming, I think, for, let me check here. It's been, oh, geez. I guess it's been an hour already. I was about to say like 20, 30 minutes, but I am enjoying some adult beverage, and building with this, petting the cat. Life is good, man. So I'm just going to put a whole bunch of spacers in here for right now. And I'm going to put the gear on the other side. That way, if I do have to take it apart, it comes apart a lot quicker and easier. But I'm really hoping that this steel axle shaft will help. Oh, and Tebow's World, check out my channel. I've got a whole bunch of remote control stuff like this basher here. The electronics are out of it right now. I mean, I still got the servo in here, but it's got independent rear suspension, independent front suspension. I do pretty much everything I do is all remote control. So if you like remote control stuff, check out my channel, man. I really appreciate it if you subscribe. And in the future, gave me some ideas of what kind of car or truck you'd like to see built. As far as this monster truck goes, it will be remote control with a 550 motor brush using an 80 amp ESC and Spectrum electronics on 3S LiPo batteries. So it's not going to be fast because this is all just going to bust apart if I get a full throttle. But it'll still be good though. Still be pretty cool. So it seems to help having all the spacers in here, sliding the rod in and out. So that's cool. And Sawyer, I appreciate you joining with me on my first live stream for this amount of time. I do appreciate it, man. Every view counts, and the OGs that are with it from the beginning, like you are super appreciated, man. I hope you're having a great day. And I hope you did something fun, whatever it may be. Rebel rouse a little bit. At some point here, I'm gonna have to take a short break from live streaming and get some wrenches out and squeeze the heck out of these gears and tires in the hopes that they just with friction grab and spin the shaft. So right now I'm just like moving the whole axle over just a little bit at a time. A little painstaking, but it could be worse, right? No, I feel you, dude. It's like I totally understand what you're saying. Like you start overthinking it and then you build it to where it's probably good enough, but like something in your gut tells you it's probably not, so you just redo it again. Yeah, no, I totally feel you. It's a sucky feeling. Uh, but sometimes I just kind of have to let go, and if it's great, then awesome. And if it doesn't turn out that good, well, hey, you still had fun with the building. It's supposed to be a good stress reliever for this kind of stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still get aggravated, like a lot, when I can't do something that I know there's a way to do it. I just haven't found the right way yet. Hey, that's a good talent to have, man. If you make it too complicated, it shows that you're definitely smarter than this toy and the engineers behind it, right? So I don't have any thin wrenches right now here in my room, but what I do have is these things. These are actually surgical forceps, but I've been using them in the car world for years to like hold stuff while I'm painting. But they're long and skinny enough that I can get in here and tighten that nut a little bit. So now that that nut's tightened, if the gear goes, it makes the tire go. So we're making some headway. I'm not sure what I'm gonna make next. This monster truck, I've got like what, two or maybe three parts on my channel. It'll probably be like a 5-part total thing. But after that, if you guys haven't seen it yet, I ran my speed run RC car, and I'm just still trying to hope to beat 65 miles an hour. Uh, I'm just like totally after Lego right now. Like it's it's on site with Lego. You know, the people that have like the speed record with Lego, Donut Media, Engineering After Hours, etc., I definitely believe they cheated like a lot because they used 3D printed parts and just did so much work, which it's awesome work. Don't get me wrong for Engineering After Hours, but when you build a Lego car and the suspension, the steering, the transmission, the motor mount is not Lego, I don't consider it a true Lego build. Uh, with my speedrun car that I posted a video of day before yesterday, I hit 50.7 miles an hour with Connects axles, Connects gears. I mean, everything was Connects except for the tires and the electronics. So I think my build on that one was a lot more authentic than what the other guys have done. It's not much of a real competition, but I think it's good to like stay true to form. Okay. Oh, well, the axle is definitely slipping a little bit. I need to get some wrenches up here and really tighten this stuff down. I feel the same way, Connects kid. I think it looks prettier than Connects because you can't really make the stuff look all that good. But like, did it never grow to you because it was just like too mainstream and all the normies were building with Lego, right? That's how I feel. Good. It looks like this is spinning pretty good, so now I can continue building off of it. I will have to tighten the nuts inside here with proper wrenches, but for now, this will work just fine. Oh, totally. No, that's a great point, man. Yeah, they have so many like one-off individual parts. You can't keep track of it all. This is way too much. And the price point, like you said, it's like ridiculous. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of glad Connects never got like too mainstream. It kept the prices down, especially in the used market, like on eBay. I did, however, I mean, I probably can't tell you guys the whole situation, but I contacted Basic Fun. They filed for Chapter 11 last year, I think, middle of 2 years ago. And if you guys don't know what Chapter 11 is, as far as I'm aware, it's like a bankruptcy where you're trying to get other people to invest into your own company to like pull you out of the negative. And so I had some good ideas for some good builds. If you guys check out my channel, you'll see, maybe halfway decent builds. There's a lot better builders out there. but stuff that I had ideas for to help the company. And I spoke with a very nice person behind the counter, and everything was all good and kosher, but they can't take any outside design, which is unfortunate because I had some good ideas of like a bump and go toy, if you guys know what that is. It's an old toy from the 50s and 60s, and we still have them nowadays, but they're not very popular. But it shows the mechanics of how you could use like one of these three-way gearboxes and make a car go forwards or something go forwards. Once it hits a wall, it changes direction on its own using no computers, no sensors, no nothing. They didn't want any part of that. So that kind of sucks. But hey, it's life. Best thing we could do is just keep on building, hope that Connect stays cheap, and keep learning. I mean, I've been doing this as like a hobby for like, daily for like the past 2 or 3 years. I built with Connects for, I don't know, 8 or 9 years through my youth. And I'm still learning, tricks and hacks here and there. It's pretty cool. Dang it, I just can't get that piece in. Probably should have left the tires off. I mean, they come off pretty easy still because they're not tightened up with a wrench, but still looks cool. Like freaking gigantic. Shazam! Yeah, that's gonna be nice. There's like no flex in it at all. God, that's just huge. Look at that. Well, guys, I hate to call it a night early, but I'm gonna have to stop right here for right now. One, I'm needing myself another beer, and two, I got to cook some supper. So after a pot roast and all some good stuff getting made, I'm gonna go ahead and log back on and do live again. Um, More than likely tonight. If there's any kind of like way I could change how my layout is and how it looks, uh, please let me know. I'm happy for any input. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing, especially because I'm not tech savvy. I know just enough how to make that stuff electronic, and I've very rarely ever set it on fire. So that's a win. That's good. My co-star here, Fatty, she needs some supper as well. So I'm gonna get us all fed, have myself another adult beverage, and if I get back to this tonight, I'm gonna go ahead and go live again. And I would love for you guys to join me. It's been really fun doing a live. I've never done a live before, so that's pretty cool. I'm super stoked about it, and I'm hoping that maybe tomorrow or the next, the gigantic Connects monster truck. I mean, that's just the back axle. I mean, look at that thing. Here, there's a gray rod for scale, right there. A gray rod is not even half the width. Like there we go. The gray rod's at the end of the tire, and then we have a whole other one. Oops, I rolled it on the cat. But like that's like maybe two and a half gray rods in width. freaking nuts. So I'm really hoping to get this monster truck up and going tomorrow or the next. And after some good footage of it, after I build a body for it, we're gonna yeet this thing into the atmosphere. It's got 3S power, so it's capable of maybe like with that gear ratio that I plan on running, which is 4 gear reductions, medium gear to small, like 4, maybe 5 times. It should still do maybe like 18 miles an hour, 16 miles an hour, which is plenty to get that thing way up in the air on a ramp, maybe at the local skate park. But for now, I'm gonna sign off. And if you guys have any recommendations of what you'd like to see or ways I could change my videography, anything like that, I'm happy for any kind of criticism. Feel free to leave it on a comment on one of my videos because I'll be checking my YouTube out and stuff tonight. But just let me know what I can do better, what you like to see, what you don't like to see, and let's go from there. I already got the recommendation for building more guns, so I'm hoping to take some inspiration here, especially from Blue Mullet, and hopefully attempt to build as good as he can and keep you guys entertained. But hang on one second. Hello, Captain Cat 7567. I bet you noticed my co-host here, whom is also a Captain Cat. Boop. All right, guys. Well, I truly appreciate you guys tuning in on this. It means the world to me. It truly does. I'm a complete novice at this, and this has just been, doing the YouTube thing has been just adding to the hobby and the thrill and the joy of connects. Oh, and Captain Cat. So what I've got here, see this tire? It's freaking huge. Here is the biggest, not the biggest. Here's like the medium, or I think they call it a large Connects tire. There are 2 more sizes larger than this. But what I've got here, this is the back axle unit to a huge monster truck I'm building. I had to use a steel shaft through here and threaded so I can like essentially pinch the wheels on so they can't spin. I was having a problem with that. The truck itself is, I think, like 21 inches wide and overall length of just under 3 feet or something. Uh, in my channel on YouTube here, I've got a couple of build videos of it. You can see how just gigantic it is. I hold it in front of me and it just dwarfs me. But I was having problems with the back axle. Front axle was holding together okay. I mean, this is just severely pushing the limitations of Connects as far as tensile and torsional strength goes. But I got these tires on like a new bright, crappy remote control truck, and I just had to build something with it. And of course, with that tread, it has to be a monster truck, right? And it's going to get built, and I'm going to make some good videos on it. And then after that, I'm going to yeet the thing into the atmosphere. 3S power, 550 brushed motor, hoping to hit like a big jump at like 15, 18 miles an hour and just yeet. So, yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and make some supper. I appreciate you all tuning in. And like I said a couple minutes ago, if you have any ideas or criticism on how like the video layout and stuff is, please let me know. Leave a comment in the video. I'm happy to oblige. If you guys have any ideas of stuff you want to see me build, I'm a halfway decent builder. Not the greatest, but I can make stuff stick together, right? If you guys have anything that you guys want to see me build, leave it as a comment or feel free to write. I'm happy to oblige. I just want to keep making content that's either educational or exciting or funny, anything like that. But in the meantime, that's all I have for you today right now. I'll probably go live maybe a little bit later on tonight, and we'll just kind of go from there. So, Connects Kid, Sawyer, Captain Cat, I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll be live sometime in the near future. All right, thanks for watching. I don't know how to turn the thing off, by the way. Oh, that's a zoom. How the heck do I do this?